Oh, the Kojo is here. Kojo, how are you? Good morning. Yeah, let me give you some of the newspapers you have to take this one. This one.
I see. Okay.
I will do the rest.
All right.
Take this one.
Okay.
All right. Good morning to all of you.
Hi. Well, we've got lots of papers. Maybe we'll do the headlines real quick and then...
Yeah, definitely. It's a birthday of a good friend of mine, works with the graphic communications group. Moses, you're based in Takrady. Moses Aklopo too. Have a great, happy birthday.
If somebody celebrated their birthday last week, is it too late for me to wish them
it's not
belated
late.
happy birthday?
It's not late. I even have yesterday. I forgot, so I'll mention that. You go.
All right. Belated happy birthday to Shirley Timbila, a.k.a. Cookie T of Star FM. Why are you smiling?
Because I saw you on KOD status.
Yes.
All right. You did a voiceover or something. I recorded it. I said, Kojo at his best.
Uzumu. Anyway, it was her birthday last week.
The check fire off.
I tell you no lie. Okay, but we have papers. Let's get to them. And the Ghanaian Observer, the Finder, the Publisher, the Times, the Daily Statesman, and the Daily Graphic are mine this morning. You have the rest, right?
Yes.
Shall I start?
Predictably.
Okay. All right. The Ghanaian Observer has these. Airbus scandal. Deputy AG dares Mahama. Also on the front, EC cleared over alleged procurement breach. And no amount of resistance will stop Unipass, Deputy Finance Minister. Also, alleged lotto fraudster grabbed, and there's a picture of him on the front page. On the back, three sports stories. Andre Ayew remains Black Stars captain, according to CK Akuno. Jordan Ayew tips Crystal Palace for strong PL finish. And Klopp on shock Liverpool loss. The Finder has government chases Airbus bribe suspects on the front page. Writes to UK Serious Fraud Office for names. Also, no amount of resistance will stop Unipass rollout. That's according to Gwewu Kwarteng, the Deputy Minister for Finance. The typical, bullish, bloody-mindedness of the government when it comes to positions that they have already taken and feedback that doesn't approve of those positions. Government pushes laws for automotive industry and hearing loss not receiving the needed attention, according to an audiologist. Nothing on the back of the Finder, but I have the Publisher this morning. And $92.97 million free chop Unipass contract shocks the world. There's a picture of Nick Danso and Yausa Fumafo on the front page. Government to unmask faces behind Airbus scandal. And that's a story that came from an event yesterday where the Deputy Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Godfrey Dame, made this declaration. Coup plotters sing in court. AG pushes for their committal. And Hole in Heart Boy cries for help. That's the Publisher. Ghanaian Times has a picture of, surprise, surprise, a road accident. 6 die in accident at Obretema. And details are on page 3. But no procurement process breaches at EC is a story with Jean Mensah's picture. Alleged coup plotters committed to stand trial at High Court. Ghana may pay $93 million for Unipass deal if, but Deputy Minister allays fears. And police impound 1,000 motorcycles in Accra. On the back, some development stories. Cenotaph left to rot in squalor at Ho. Oh, that's not development, is it? And UER Customs destroys goods worth 25,300 Ghana cedis. 2 more papers to go. The Statesman has surrender for Airbus probe. And Deputy Attorney General charges at Mahama and allies. No cause for alarm. Health authorities say 33 suspected coronavirus cases have proved negative. And government determined to roll out Unipass, says Gwewu Kwarteng. Ghana's Akwesi Frimpong makes history with first skeleton win is on the back. And Akwesi Frimpong has been at this for a while. And congratulations to him on his first win. Okay, Daily Graphic is the last one from me. Methodist University dragged to court. 32 former employees want benefits paid. And also, Parliament approves $23.98 million waiver for Platinum Properties Limited. MTN launches book. Demonstration was our aim, not coup, according to McPalm, but 10 are to stand trial for treason. On the back, structures on encroached industrial enclave to be demolished, and 3 Chinese arrested for operating quarry illegally. Wow.
All right, so let's go to the Custodian. Has on the front page, your resistance won't stop Unipass, and that's Kweku Kwati, a Deputy Finance Minister, tells critics, we're told. Okay. Probe Mohammed's 15.9 ambulances, or $15.9 million ambulances, story attributed to the majority leader. Missile Energy chases debtors, threatens to name and sue. Ohum Festival celebrated at Brekusu. Now, if you get to look at the pictures, majority leader in Parliament was there. He apparently is the Sumpahine, which is some people of Brekusu. They celebrated the Ohum Festival. Let's go to the Daily Guide. The Daily Guide has on the front page, Deputy Attorney General on Airbus scandal. Full legal process will be used to prosecute all those involved. A great subject of discussion this morning. So we have our guest in the studio. Man arrested in Kumasi for operating illegal lotto. Makers of Corona beer report $170 million loss after coronavirus outbreak. A lot of losses as well. Also hits is the lobster industry in South Africa, because they tend to do a lot of exportation into China. TV3's Edward Kwabi passes on, also on the front page of the Daily Dispatch. May so rest in peace, Edward. We also do have the publisher. Nothing can stop Unipass. Kweku Kwati, the story is on page 3 of the paper. Probe Mohammed's $15.9 million ambulance deal majority leader. Also on the side, Fidelity rubbishes Adongo's claim, demands apology, else it is heading to court. Name Ghanaians in Airbus deal. Ghana asks UK's SFO, NDC others to intensify protests against new register. All on the front page of the Ghanaian publisher. Next is the Daily Guide, occupying the front page. €5 million Airbus bribe pops up at AG conference. Attached are pictures of John Mahama, Godfrey Dami. Down there we have President nominates 3 for Supreme Court. They are Clemens Honyanuga, Justice Tanko Amadou, and Yoni Kolendi. On the side, we have Bank deflates Adongo propaganda. I have the Member of Parliament's picture there. Well represented. Up there, we have NLA raids, Kumasi Lotto fraudsters, and coup plotters wanted to kill Ekufuado. On the back page, I don't want to change much. Akono and the coach of the Blacks are newly appointed, convened a press conference to name the players he has called up. Benedict also will bring you some details, but some of the ones that have been named, many of them we don't know. These days we don't tend to know our players at all, both local and international. We have Richard Ofori, Marisburg. I think I know him. And I also know Richard Atta of Hearts of Folk. I know him. There's one called Andiyadom Redding, and then Habib Mohammed Asante Kotoko. Yeah, I know him. Kasim Nuhu, though, plays for Fortuna Düsseldorf in Germany. Ronaldo's mother has suffered a stroke, and this also has been reported in the sports page. She's not a sportswoman, though, by way of association to one of the biggest sports personalities on earth. What else can we expect?
It might affect his form.
Yeah.
So it ends up being a sports story.
Yeah. That's a linkage.
I guess.
For example, if a relative of yours is not well, it will affect your form.
Nobody will care.
I think
But if a relative of yours is not well, I mean, it will even affect the stock exchange, the Ghana stock
Nobody will care.
Very important.
All right, so let me do the last one. The Gold Street business as uncertainty grips Ghana's port as Unipass trade facilitation system fails to commence. Now, it says uncertainty has gripped stakeholders as Ghana's port of entry as the much anticipated rollout of the Unipass single window system for trade facilitation of the country's port could not come off as expected. The country's various seaports and land borders. And Kuku Kwantine, Deputy Finance Minister Kojo, says that, look, hook or crook, do or die, it will happen. All right.
You done? This story, this Unipass thing, what do you know about it? Like, what is the superior advantage that the Unipass system is bringing to how we do things at the ports?
Okay. I also know that there's a certain chronology to what they were expected to do. Make sure that we get the right sort of revenues. The scanning at the ports in terms of goods that will come in and also go out are very important so that we get to know the content. That also leads to the right sort of values and ultimately translates to the revenues. And that has been some of the, if you ask me, some of the ultimate benefits that the government has been proposing or propounding since they decided to bring this.
So these are things that we currently are unable to do?
Well, before now we had West Blue. GCNet also was providing these same services. I wouldn't say that they don't do this because.
So what's the new thing? I want to know, like, how are we now better off because Unipass is going to be doing what West Blue?
If you ask me, based on the information I have with friends who work with GCNet, basically they're coming to replicate, do the same thing. If you ask me, but it's a government and
so why are we doing this to ourselves? Because we're going to have to pay off GCNet and West Blue.
Yes.
We're going to have to pay them off, and then we are stuck with Unipass because they have some serious termination clauses. If you end the contract in the first year, you pay over over $100 million to them, and every year the amount reduces by a little bit until I think the 10th year or so when we'll pay them perhaps 9 million or something like that. I don't remember the exact figures. But basically, if we decide to end the contract with them, it costs us a fortune.
A lot.
But it's the same with West Blue and
GCNet. And currently we have a contract with GCNet up to 2023.
So my understanding is, or what I would like to understand, is why the government says they are pressing on no matter what. Like what would go wrong if they listened to other suggestions? Because that's what Mr. Kwesi is saying. He's saying that no amount of resistance will discourage government from rolling out Universal Pass or Unipass. Okay, no amount of resistance. So no matter who objects, they're going to do it, right?
Yes, it will be done.
But why is that a good thing? Why is that a good thing? What is wrong with hearing
the NDC also did it,
stakeholders?
Brought West Blue, so
okay, so it's a political thing, like everything else.
It's equalization.
So we are spending all this money because of politics, right? My money.
They bring nothing superior, if you ask me.
My money. These parties are spending it to spite each other. And then they'll come and ask me for my vote.
Bring their own
in
investors
December.
all the time.
I'll be waiting for them. All right.
Well,
okay.
we have to take a break and bring sports. As the latest we have, and Benedict Owusu is here. Make sure that you do enjoy it.